Hello, beautiful soul. I hope you're doing amazing. So, I am doing these a little differently. Not a lot differently. I'm just pulling zodiac signs out of the bag and reading them that way because I feel as though it would be more random and spirit can guide me to who needs what at what time. Um, it'll change for the mid months because I'll still be doing the mid months. I have an idea. I'm waiting for my supplies to get here so I can do it. But let's see who is next. Taurus. All right, Taurus. Spirit guide, guardian angel, divine energy, universal energy. What do you have for Taurus for the month of April? What would you like for them to know, pay attention to, or be aware of at this time? Only allowing truth, honesty, love, and acceptance within this space, as above, so below. Okay. And for those of you who are new, thank you for being here. My name's Amber, by the way. And if you're returning, thank you for lending your energy to the channel. I appreciate it. It helps the readings get better. So, let's see. Taurus for the month of April. Ooh, Femme Fatale for you. Highlights the erotic energy of the feminine. Opens your heart when your dependency is rejected. Shadow aspect is inappropriate use of sensuality, attachment to money, and power. So Taurus in April, you're really feeling yourself, huh? You're going to be feeling yourself in April for sure. You may get a little bit more emotional than normal. And emotional doesn't mean crying. It just means your feels are going to be a little bit high in April. Okay? So those of you, well, some of you have been focusing more on work in the past. Okay? That's how you had chosen to express yourself is through work or even focusing on a particular relationship or something. It just means that you really had a mind focus on one particular thing or on something, and that's how you expressed or exerted yourself at the time. Okay, and you're starting to see in April that you want more, that you want to expand, that there's more out there for you in the world, you know? And it's okay to be focused on something, but to just, you want to be able to express yourself in a different way. And you may have had trouble with this goal. Like, it worked for you for a moment, and now you just need a new type of direction or a new focus. I love that this card comes out because this new focus or this shift of energy, this more not emotional but this more sensitive nature of you is going to come out in April. And a lot of you are going to be focusing on love or finding love or being happy, you know, and really be focused on that. And it's just a reminder that to live with or to do things with a sort of integrity, follow your instincts because you're connecting more with the feminine energy. So, intuition, your instincts, your feelings, your emotions, things of that nature. Instead of being so focused and driven in one particular area, you're opening yourself up wider to a different way of doing things. Um, And you're going to find a new sense of empowerment that way. Okay. Okay, Taurus for April. Okay, Taurus. So you definitely have been going down a road or a path or doing something or dealing with someone that has just kind of left you hurt, um, not disoriented, but dissatisfied is the word that I want to use. And this is your chance in April to change that energy for yourself or to make those changes, to change your thought process, to do things differently. Okay? I do feel like it's going to be hard. With the Two of Pentacles, it means that your old way, especially if you were very intellectual about how you did things and now you're leaning towards that emotional space, it's going to be different. But it's there to help you create some sort of balance, and it you may have a hard time balancing that at the beginning, but the more that you work on it, the better it will appear. Okay? So so how we start off this is seeing that one way of doing things or focusing on a particular individual needs to be released. Okay, it's like you need a change. Like that particular area or that particular way has been dragging you down a little bit, and it's time to do something different because you're noticing that the doors that you thought were going to open for you aren't opening. Things aren't happening the way that they should be happening. And it's just not your path. With the Wheel of Fortune, it just means that the world is changing. Your environment is changing. You're changing. And it is scary and it's uncertain, but you have to go with the Wheel of Fortune. Okay? So to you, it just doesn't feel like how you want things to go, but it's for the best. And it's so important for you not to fight it when it's in reverse like that, because it's trying to help move you to a different area or a different spot for you. Okay? And all I feel like all you can think about really is the fact that you were building something or you were focusing on something and all that's about to change. And that can be scary, right? Um, it can be scary. Also, it's just important for you to see and focus on the fact that the thing that you were trying to hold on to, the thing that you were kind of addicted to, or, like a thing that you just kept, a situation you just kept yourself into, it wasn't taking you anywhere. And you were taking more of a passive role in your life instead of more of an active role. And this is your chance to change that. Instead of being in the middle, instead of just standing there and waiting for that door to open, noticing that that particular way isn't working for you, and to change that. So that realization or that idea is going to help you move forward. This is going to be a mental, dark side of the moon for you, where you have to like think about things, and things are revealed to you, secrets are coming out about why things weren't moving forward, getting a sort of deeper understanding spiritually. Not that you have to know, not that you will know the direct answer, but just knowing that there needs to be some sort of change and living your life in a way, um, that you're supposed to live it in, and not, waiting for things to come to you. All right. And by changing that mindset and understanding, it's like you need to see, period, that door isn't opening or that way isn't working. And once you step out of that waiting period or waiting for things to change, it's going to clear out a lot of confusion for you. And it's like you'll be stepping into a more stable area for your emotions, believe it or not, because it's not based on hopes or lies or desires. It's based on what is fact. Okay? And to stop taking such a passive approach in your life and take more of an active role. Okay? Because you have to think about your future. And it looks like this path isn't really gearing you towards your future. So there's a little, there we go. So there's a little bit about it that seems to be a tad bit unfair. Okay? It's interesting because they're telling you to like let go of creating and let things flow. Because if you see here, the Wheel of Fortune comes to make changes, and these changes are not things that you want to happen. It's not how you saw things going. It's different than the path that you chose for yourself. And that's what happens when you let go of the power of creating. Don't be manipulated by your emotions. Don't be manipulated by all the different choices that there could be. Don't be manipulated by thinking that you can create your future in this situation or that you can make something happen. It's just like your future isn't uncertain in this way that you have been going. And by releasing this, or releasing this being in between two things, not making a decision, hoping for the best, you're allowing something new to enter here. And it's scary because that new thing that's entering here is doubt. Doubt about your direction and doubt about your choices. That's what's entering here. But it's coming in so you can choose to live your life in the way that's best for you. That's interesting. It's kind of like learning that the world is at your fingertips. You're not waiting for anyone else's reactions or anyone else's moves. It's all about you and yours. You may have tried to integrate some small changes in your life, and that those were like stepping stones to you making bigger changes. Okay? Yeah, you're starting to see the truth. As soon as you start letting go of the old or letting go of maybe a bad relationship or an old way of doing things, you're going to see that. I do feel like there was small things. They're saying it again. There are small changes that you have made, and these are just turning into bigger changes. They're just adding to what you already felt. It's just expanding more. So it's interesting because they're telling you what you thought you knew wasn't working for you. What you thought you were doing that was perfect wasn't working for you. Okay? And when that happens, you have to learn a different way of doing things. That's okay. It just helps us expand and become better individuals, okay? Stronger in spirit and things of that nature. So whatever this was, this person you thought was perfect, this situation you thought was perfect, this life that you thought would be perfect for you doesn't seem to be working for you. Or you could be really working on something and you're not getting what you should out of it, okay? And this misfortune is to show you that you don't know all the answers, that this path isn't for you, and that there should be some changes, okay? The key here is to see that you don't feel nurtured. And you crave change, but you're scared to make the change. And it's time for you to make those changes for yourself. Because if you stay in this situation, if you continue to do things the old way, you're going to get the old results, which is not what you wanted, which is nothing for some of you. Yeah. See, what's interesting is you've been so focused on a particular goal or a situation that you haven't noticed. When you step back and pay attention, you're not investing in yourself. You're not investing in making the situation better. And it's time to reevaluate why you choose to stay in between, why you choose to wait, why you choose to pause, why you choose to wait, pretty much. There's a whole world out there for you, and there's lots of opportunities out there for you. Why are you choosing to wait? And that's they're telling me to talk about the moon card next. Yeah. Why have you given up your dreams and your desires to focus on one particular thing? It's like you've lost touch of your emotions and your feelings. You've lost touch of your passion, right? And it's like you haven't been thinking your decisions out very well because you've chosen a decision. And the smart thing, not the smart thing, when you make a decision or you have a particular goal, you have to reevaluate that goal from time to time because that goal becomes old, it becomes obsolete. Okay? So that's what's happening here. A lot of you may be worried about what your family thinks of you, okay? Or you and your family are just on the outs. And this could be from a long time coming, about you not doing what they particularly want you to do, or feeling like you don't want to disappoint your family. But the thing is, you have to create a happy environment and life for yourself. And that's not necessarily fair to just do whatever they want you to do or to focus on how they feel about something. That's for somebody in particular, I'm sure. There's so many options out in the world, and there's so many things out there for you to explore and experiment with. You have to find the thing that's for you, right? You have to expand yourself to find those things. You have to reevaluate sometimes to find those things. We're not the same person as we were when we were 12, you know? But when we were 12, that was our world, and that's who we thought that we are. Or we were, excuse me. Your journey is not over, and it continues to progress, and you have to learn more things as you move forward, right? Sometimes you don't have all the answers, and sometimes you have to continue to learn. You're not done learning ever, okay? You're not done expanding. That's what it is. You're not done. And sometimes we have to leave friendships or connections behind. Sometimes it can be scary to take that risk. So that's what they're talking about. It can be really scary for you to take that risk. See? And you worry about what's going to happen if you take the risk. But you remain frustrated by not taking the risk. You remain unknowing of new information by not taking the risk. Okay? It just seems really that you need a change, Taurus. That you need a change and you need to get back to being unapologetically you. Okay? So let's go into your oracle cards. I'm going to put you on pause because I just thought of a name for this video and I don't want to forget it. Alright, Taurus. So we're going to get into your overall energy first. That's what this card typically is for April. Spirit of Earth. Beautiful. This is a reminder that you're about to go through some changes and your life is about to change. The way you look at things are about to change, but to stay grounded. Okay? Stay grounded in your efforts to become more solid is how they're explaining it to me. Okay? So you're integrating a lot of new energies into your life, like being more emotional, being more not focused on the goal so much, but a little bit more free or pliable with your decisions and your decision making. Thinking more about yourself, becoming unapologetically you. But to also still remain grounded and don't go off the rails. Okay? Pretty much. You're also getting back into the flow of things. Because they're telling me how nature has cycles. You're getting back into your cycle. Or the cycle that is yours. Yeah. So there are going to be a lot of changes in your life. And they told me something in your reading about there being small changes first. So I do feel like there are going to be small changes. Little things that change. Little things you change about yourself. Little things that change in your life. A lot of you have been focusing how you handle things and how you react to things on how your family does it or how your parents do it. And it's about you. And it's about your changes. It's about going with your flow. Everyone has a different flow. You might not be the same as everyone else, you know? It's okay to be the black sheep. I'm the black sheep, which is funny because I'm in all this black, but I'm the black sheep of my family. It is what it is, you know? This is my path. This is who I am. This is the journey that I go on with, you know, myself. And when I wake up, this is one of the big things that I've always said. When I wake up and look in the mirror, am I happy about the person that I have become? And that is so important, okay? And by becoming yourself, the abundance is going to start flowing in for you, right? Because I feel like all those blocks that you put in to be someone else or to do something a certain way are going to be removed for you, and things will just start flowing, okay? In love, we have forgiving and learning. And this is here because you're going to learn how to love differently. You're going to learn how to be attracted to different types of people, okay? There could have been someone in your life that you really liked, but you were like, my parents wouldn't agree with this. My friends wouldn't agree with this. But guess what? When you choose a person to be with, when you get married, you wake up every morning and look at that person. Not your family. Okay? So as long as you're healthy, comfortable, loved, you're able to be an individual and expand spiritually, sounds pretty good to me. Okay? But you're just gonna it's very interesting, this energy. You're just learning different things and you're becoming a different person and you're just living your true authentic life. Beautiful. Okay, so let's talk about your abundance. Energy healing. So that's what you're doing. You're healing yourself energetically. You're becoming you. You know, you're learning how to readjust your own energy. You're learning how to protect your own energy. You might not see it this way, but you're just learning how to put a shield over yourself so you can be who you need to be. Okay? It's like that shell is cracking. You're definitely changing, Taurus. Definitely. Your energy's changing, you're changing, and it's beautiful. It's beautiful. A lot of signs haven't been very good at adjusting, and because there's a big shift happening right now for some reason. But your your abundance is on the other side of this shift. It could be this could be very beautiful for you. So, um, yeah. Thank you, Taurus, for listening to me ramble. I love you very much. If you need a private reading, links in the description box below, or you can go to this website up here. I'll be more than happy to help you with that. And I will see you for the mid months. I love you. Bye bye.